Hello, and welcome back to Ryan Rants. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to become the fastest pod racer in the galaxy. After me, of course. Alright, here we are in the main menu of the Switch, and let's go ahead and just open the game. I remember watching my brother play this game when I was younger, and holy cow, it holds up. This game is amazing. I've spent quite a bit of unnecessary time playing this game. And Aspire, what a wonderful company, still making Star Wars games today. LucasArts, yes. I'm gonna skip all the intro for you. Here we go, the menu. Obviously, you have the campaign, the tournament, free play, time attack, which is literally just you on the track, and two-player split screen. Tournament. Oh, look at the graphics. Amazing. Yes, you're done with that. Thank you. It's my turn. They really spent time rendering him above anyone else. You can see the detail on the pit droid K. Here we go. Enter your 3-digit name. Boom. And when we start off, we only have access to about 6 characters. Odie Mandrell, Elan Mack, not to be confused with Elon Musk, Gasgano, Dud Bolt, Eve Endicott, and Anakin Skywalker. You'll notice they also have about 7 different stats. Traction is how well your pod racer stays to the ground. So the faster you go, the less bumpy you are. Turning, obviously, is how sharp you can turn. Accelerate is how quickly you speed up, obviously. That's actually useful after air braking. If you tap the brake going around a really sharp corner, or if you crash and you have to reset. Top speed is how fast you're able to go overall. Air brake, how quickly you slow down. Cooling, took me a while to figure it out, but I guess cooling is how long your boost lasts. And when you're not boosting, it's how quickly it cools down, because your boost will overheat. And then repair is how quickly you can fix damaged parts on your ship, and the max health you can repair too. So the lower your repair stat is, like this guy, Dud Bolt probably won't be able to repair his parts all the way. They're probably going to stay in the yellow zone. He won't be able to go all the way back up to green. But let's go ahead and select a character. Elan Mack, he's pretty even. You know, so is Dud Bolt. I'm going to go with Dud Bolt. Here we have 3 different circuits. We have the Galactic, the Semi-Pro, and the Amateur. We're going to start with the Amateur. I cannot select races 2 through 7 until I beat race 1. Here we are. You can see my 3-lap record and my best lap by yours truly. And if I press left or right, it changes the difficulty. So, of course, I don't accept anything less than the best. So, first place for me, winner takes all. In this menu, after that, inspect vehicle literally just looks at your vehicle. Just kind of a fun little detail they added again. Oh my gosh, can you imagine this game in Unreal Engine? If they remade this game, look at the details. They could add so much more. It would be such a dope game. Vehicle upgrades just looks at the parts. As you switch parts, it goes to different parts or different locations to your pod racer, but it doesn't actually show anything. Again, if they remade the game, they totally could. They can make this fully customizable. And then I have 1 pit droid. You can buy parts brand new at full price, which is a ripoff. But hey, that's okay. You can go to the junkyard. This is when you find random parts at random health. So you can see this Mark 5 air brake is about half health. So it only gives me half the bonus. It's not quite as effective as it could be. And we'll get more into the mechanics of parts and how they work later. For now, I'm not going to worry about that. You can buy extra pit droids, which help repair parts. Again, we'll get into that later. I don't have enough for that. Or you can change your vehicle. We're going to stick with Dud. And let's go ahead and start the Bunta training course per hour. But if I press forward on the stick, if I'm going full speed, you can see it charges my boost. And I already used it earlier, but I'm so used to the game, I forgot to explain it. You can see if I turn, I can't charge my boost at the same time. I can only charge... Oh, oof. That was rough. I can only charge my boost when I'm going straight. Or close to straight. So you can see I'm charging it and I can slightly turn. If I tap A, it activates. There we go. And to let go of my boost, I can just let go of the gas or tap B. There we go. I just tap B because it's quicker and easier. There we go. I can boost again. You see, Dud Bolt's cooling isn't very good. I'm not boosting right now, so it should be cooling down. But if I charge it up and use it, you can see it's still above halfway. It doesn't go down very quickly. And then using the C stick to avoid crashing like I did last time, you can turn right or left vertically like that. I remember my brother doing that, and I was always amazed because I could never figure out how to do it. And he would do it all the time. And he made this course look so easy, and I was like, how does he do it? And I could never do it, and I'd crash here every time. Ooh, there we go. And then I like to boost all the way through here. All the way. You can see on the lower left-hand corner, as schematics of my engines show up. You have the 6 parts of your engines. Those are each attributed to your traction, your turning, your accelerant, your top speed. They're all attributed to a stat. But around it is the temperature of your engines. See how it's getting orange and it says overheat. If I'm not, you can see it's still flashing down there. But it'll slowly cool back down to green and then blue, and then it'll disappear when my engine is fully not overheated. Fully cool? Is that what you would say? Fully cool? Anyway, there we go. Now I'm approaching the last stretch of the last lap. I'm just going to go ahead and boost the entire way if I can make it. And if you boost for too long, your engine catches on fire like that. You just have to press the repair button, which is awkwardly placed directly above the gas button. So you're holding the gas button with your finger, and you have to like angle your hand or use 2 fingers to play the game, which is always a little awkward. There we go, 2,200 Truggets. I don't know how to pronounce that. Truguts? Truggets? There we go.
Hey, editor here. I just realized that when I talk about the controls, they're kind of tricky and I sporadically mention them. So I'm just going to insert a brief video showing all the controls so you're not confused there. It'll probably help you out with just a few things.
All right, so here's the controller. It gets a little counterintuitive and a little confusing as you race, but you can change your controls to the classic mode if you want. I prefer the racing mode. So, trigger, right trigger is gas. That's how you accelerate. Right bumper is how you repair. And then you steer with the left. So that's the simple. You go, you steer. You press forward to charge up your boost when you are at full speed. You can only do this when you're at full speed and not turning. So as soon as you turn right or left, your boost charging will stop. When your boost is fully charged, you can press A to activate it, and you just need to tap it. You don't need to hold it down, and you will start boosting. B to stop, or you can just let go of the gas to stop boosting. The C stick, if you go right or left, it will rotate your ship right or left. And then you have your drift trigger and your rear view mirror right here. Your view can be changed on the D-pad. Same with the view of the map, I believe. Map is either D-pad or the negative. But that's how you control it, and you'll see once you start playing, it's a little tricky to get used to, but that's okay. Mazgaza Speedway is next, and that's a really easy one. It's literally just a loop. But before I do that, I'm going to buy pit droids. They're not useful for me right now because I haven't bought in any new parts, but they're going to come in handy later, and I like to buy all 3 of them, so I have 4 total before I buy any parts, adding bonuses to my Podracer. Here we go, skip the intro, 3, 2, 1. You can even boost here like that if you press the gas and the boost button at the same time, right when the one disappears. Ooh, barely skimming the wall there. I can never quite get this map fully down. I think my highest time, oh gosh, is 16 seconds. But I'm never fully quite able to beat that. You can see Dud Bolt's turning is not too sharp. Maybe I should switch characters next race to show you. But I know Anakin has really good turning from right off the bat, right? If I don't buy any parts, if I don't upgrade him, he has really good turning. Turn around there. Here we are. Last lap. See if I can lap this 11th place guy. Oh, and whenever you hit something too, you lose your boost if you don't crash. But if I bump into him while I'm boosting, let's see if I can catch him. Oh, nope, okay. Darn, can't lap him. But if I'm boosting and I hit him or I hit a wall, it'll immediately disable my boost. I say disable, it just turns it off. And we won a new racer, Team 2 Pagalies. He's one of my favorites. Right there. And another 2,200 Truggets. Alright, and I'm going to buy the last pit droid. Once I buy him, you see that option in between junkyard and change vehicle disappears. It's not there anymore. So now, with 4 pit droids, I can start buying parts. So if I go to the junkyard and I go ahead and just select a part, you'll see it's a little damaged, which means I'm not getting the full effect. Right, let's try and find an engine part. Accelerant, air brake. Here we go, a Block 5 thrust coil. Okay, so this is a little less than halfway on health, so I'm getting a little less than half of the boost. If this was at full health, my top speed would be maxed out. That line would go all the way to the end. The best part about pit droids is they repair your parts. I have 4 pit droids, so I can repair 4 parts. So if I had enough money to buy this and I race another race, then it would be fully healed, the value would go up, I could trade it in, whatever, I get the full effect. And that's why pit droids are really nice. The problem is you only have 4. So as soon as you buy a 5th part, then one of your parts is going to start getting damaged. So if I have no pit droids and I buy this, and it starts getting damaged, it's not going to get better. It's just going to lose value, I'm going to lose my top speed bonus, and that's why pit droids are nice. So I look around, I don't have enough money for stuff, so I'm not going to worry about that, you know? I'm just going to go to the next race. Bidu's Wild Ride. Oh, you can see the best lap was set by Max. That was a profile I had for my friends, so I do not have the best lap on this one. Darn. Oh wait, I was going to switch characters. Okay, let's quit, and let's show you someone else. Let's change vehicle. Let's do the new guy. Let's do Team 2 Pagalies. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Didn't quite get the boost there. I can tell his acceleration is already a little faster, and he's a little more touchy, too. I have to hold down the left trigger, which is the drift, to help have a smoother ride. It makes it so it's not as jerky. See how it's like really touchy? But if I hold down the left trigger, it really smooths things out. Also, I think you turn sharper as well. There we go, we can boost. And if I'm in the air, if I hold back on the stick, then you go up. So that's another weird mechanic about this game. So to charge my boost, I have to press down on the stick. But as soon as I'm in the air, as soon as you're in the air, the controls become backwards. Oh, I just barely clipped that edge there. So if I'm in the air and I press back on the stick, see how my engines tilt up? Because my character is trying to tilt up and go into the air. Right here. See how I float a little and I can go quite the way. If I'm charging my boost and I press down, it's going to push me down into the ground. And there's some pretty big gaps in this game where that's not a good thing. The reason it's nice to stay in the air is because you have less, I want to say resistance. You're not being dragged by the ground, so you can go slightly faster. And I'm going to take a shortcut here really quick. I'm just going to boost off to the left side here. There we go. Oh, and I just barely nicked that wall. You can tell, so some shortcuts show up on the map. Like the one right now, see how the map in the upper right-hand corner, oh, man, this guy's touchy. I'm so used to the other guy. But in the upper right-hand corner, you can see a map, and you'll see multiple lines that every now and then will split off from each other. And that's how sometimes you can tell if there's a shortcut there. Right here, it does not, oh man, I'm just not doing well. But in the upper right-hand corner, sometimes it does not show parts of the shortcuts. There's a shortcut on this map right at the beginning of the start line. There's one right here if I can get it. Yeah, okay. But yeah, right where the finish line / start line is, there is a shortcut. And it's always really hard for me to get. There we go, nice and smooth. I'm surprised I didn't crash in there. If I pull back, get a little more air time, drift around this corner, through this waterfall. And if you're really good, you can boost right here. And let's not crash this time. No, no, no! Oh, I'm gonna hit that. Oh, darn, okay. Didn't quite make that, that's okay. Crashing right now gives me no really big penalties, just because I've experienced enough in the game where I'm pretty much outracing the computer players. But as you progress to each map, the difficulty of the computer players gets harder and harder. And that's where crashing really gets ya. Because you crash and then they overlap you. So here, let's try this one more time. Let's take this shortcut and let's not crash this time. Okay, barely made that. I just need to cut the booster a little quick there. Let's hold the drift down so I get a smoother turn. Still can't quite make that. So you can see on the map down below, there's a left side track that is a little longer, and that's if you don't take the shortcut. So let's try and take the one through here on the left side right here. See the tents? There's a door open right there. And this is not on the map, but it is significantly faster. The problem is you're on ice, and so you tend to slide around a bit. But I also know the track goes left right there. Oh, barely made it. That's okay. And it puts me back onto the normal course right here. The only problem with that one is that you missed the other shortcut, but I think it's a pretty significant difference, so I think it's worth it. That's another thing I want to try and cover as I go through this playthrough is I want to try and cover all the maps and the shortcuts they have, all the little secrets. And I'm still trying to discover them myself too. Okay, let's try and not crash here. Nice, nice, nice. Let's try and go right through here. Oh, barely got it. You know, on another note, I really like Team Tupagalias's, I love his cockpit. When I turn, you can see there's like a little fin in the back. How I like, it's like a little fishtail. Or an aileron on like a jet or an airplane, how it catches there and then it helps you turn. I'm not going to take the shortcut. I want to show you what it looks like underneath here. So if you take it, you go through this ice cave. You can see the map, how it splits off into all these different routes. I just pick a random one and just start going down it. When you first start playing this game, controlling your character is kind of hard, right? It's really twitchy. It feels really jerkish. It helps me if I press forward. Oh my goodness, I just spontaneously combust, okay. If I press forward on the turn stick to charge my boost, and then I can just slowly tilt left or right, and it kind of helps me kind of finesse the turns a little more. But there we go, first place, and I unlock Aldar Bidu. Or is it Bido? I don't know. Look at his cockpit, it looks so good. I like his Podracer. Bido. I guess it's Bido. Aldar Bido. There you go. And I'm going to stop there for now. I think I explained a good chunk. Hopefully you understood the pit droids. They're kind of the hardest concept of the game. But next episode, I'll go through the rest of the circuit. And we'll be done with the amateur pod racing circuit. But there you go. The first three maps. Bunta Training Course, the Mon Gaza Speedway, and Bido's Wild Ride. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next episode.